Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to lesson 13, part 2 of Qaida Noorania. In last week's video, I went over lesson 13 and I only covered the first half of that lesson. And today I'm going to continue with the rest of the lesson. So inshallah, let's get started. And as usual, I highly recommend you do this lesson with someone in your local masjid. But obviously, doing it in video format is also helpful. After every pronunciation, I will give you a quick pause. So go ahead and follow along with me. Let's get started. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. ثا فتحة جيم شدة ثج. جيم فتحة ألف سكون جا ثجا. جيم فتحتان جن ثجاجا. غين فتحة سين شدة غس. سين فتحة ألف سكون سا غسا. قاف فتحتان قن غساقا. فا فتحة عين شدة ثع. عين فتحة ألف سكون عا فعا. لام ضمتان لن فعال. كاف كسرة ذال شدة كذ. ذال فتحة ألف سكون ذا كذا. با فتحتان بن كذابا. واو فتحها شدة واه. ها فتحة ألف سكون ها وها. جيم فتحتان جن وهاجا. ميم ضمامو. ميم فتحة دال شدة مد ممد. دال فتحة دا ممدة. دال فتحة دا ممددة. تا كسرتان تن ممددة. Notice there's going to be three dals. ميم فتحة مددة ممددة تن ممددة. ميم ضمامو. كاف فتحة را شدة كر مكر. را فتحة را مكر. ميم فتحة ما مكرمة. تا كسرتان تن مكرمة. ميم ضمامو. ضا فتحها شدة طاه مطاه. ها فتحها مطه. را فتحة را مطهرة. تا كسرتان تن مطهرة. واو فتحة سين شدة وس. سين فتحة سا وس. ميم فتحة ألف مد ما والسماء. Hamza kasra I. والسماء. Now the reason this one is written in red is because we should be extending it to 4 counts. والسماء. Now, just like we discussed in Hamzat al-Wasl, and I'll dedicate another lesson to Hamzat al-Wasl inshallah. I've discussed this in the past. Whenever Hamzat al-Wasl occurs, then and it's before a shadda or a sukun letter, Hamzat al-Wasl gets skipped. So waw fatha sin shadda, you're not going to pronounce this Hamzat al-Wasl, you're going to skip this. So waw fatha sin shadda. If you want, you can go back and notice how I pronounce this video again. Waw fatha ta shadda wat. Ta fatha ta. Wat. Ra fatha alif mad. Ra. والترا. همزة كسراء. والتراء. با كسراب. والترائب. Now notice this lam. There is a lam here. This is the one that my mouse is hovering over. It does not have a sukun on it. The sukun is implied. There is a sukun there, but it is implied. This waw fatha, and then you're supposed to combine with the next sukun letter, which is this ta shadda. Remember when in the shadda lesson we discussed that when a shadda occurs, the letter is occurring twice, once with a sukun and once with a haraka. So you're supposed to combine waw fatha ta shadda. This lam and this hamzat al-wasl get skipped. Waw fatha ta shadda wat tara'ib. Ibi. If we were to stop, it would be wat tara'ib with the qalqala, but it's wat tara'ibi with a kasra because we're not stopping. Okay, we're going to discuss in detail in the ghunna lesson, the one that covered the ghunna in a future video. But just notice that when the noon has a shadda on it, you're supposed to nasalize it. You're supposed to hold it in your nose a little bit, which is why in the qaida this is written in red. Waw fatha noon shadda one. نون فتحة ألف صغيرة نا. ونا. شين كسرة شي. والناشي. ضا فتحة ألف صغيرة طا. والناشطة. تا كسرتي. والناشطات. Now here I'm going to prick on my Pakistani brothers and sisters. This is طاطي. So the ta has to be heavy. We are going to discuss heaviness and lightness in the tafkhim tarqiq lesson I'll do in the future. But this ta is heavy and the sta is light. This is not one nashi tati. This is a mistake that my Pakistani brothers used to make a lot. This is one nashi tati. Tati. Not tati, but tati. One nashi tati. I hope that's clear. Waw fatha noon shadda one. نون فتحة ألف صغيرة نا. ونا. زا كسرة زي. والنازي. عين فتحة ألف صغيرة عا. والنازعة. تا كسرتي. والنازعات. واو فتحة سين شدة وس. سين فتحة ألف صغيرة سا. والسا. با كسرة بي. والساب. حا فتحة ألف صغيرة حا. والسابحة تا كسراتي والسابحات فا فتحة سين شدة فس سين فتحة ألف سكون سا فسا با كسرة بي فالسابي قاف فتحة ألف صغيرة قا فالسابقة تا كسرة فالسابقات فا فتحة لام سكون فل ميم ضمام فالم دال فتحة با شدة دب فالمدب با كسرة بي فالمدب را فتحة ألف صغيرة را فالمدبرا تا كسرة فالمدبرات. Now this is an example in which we are combining multiple concepts. We're going to do a qalqala on this ba, and then we're going to do a mad including a shadda. Notice how Qaida Noorania is slowly taking you to slightly more advanced concepts. تا ضم با سكون تب لام فتحة سين شدة لس تبلس سين فتحة س تبلس را فتحة ألف مد را تبلس را همزة كسراء تبلس راء را دمر تبلى السرائر فا فتحة فا ميم فتحة ها شدة مه فمه ها كسرة هي فمهي لام كسرة لام سكون لل فمهل كاف فتحة ألف صغيرة كا فمهل الكا فا كسرة في فمهل الكاف را كسرة يا سكون ري فمهل الكافرين نون فتحانة فمهل الكافرين با كسرة لام سكون بال خا ضم نون شدة خن بالخن نون فتحانة بالخن سين كسرة سي بالخنس. Whoops. Now in my case I'm going to combine it, or I'm not going to combine it with the next verse and with the next word, because I want to give you a quick preview of this one of the upcoming lessons, which is going to be on Hamzatul Wasl. If you were to combine this word بالخنس with al-jawar, this is the word is al-jawar, then it would be sin kasra, then immediately the hamzatul wasl will get skipped. This is the next page, and this lam sukun will get combined with it. Bil khunnasil jawaril kunnas. So in this case, I will not do that. I will not combine, but I will read the hamzatul wasl with one of the cases with which hamzatul wasl can be read, which is hamzatul wasl with a fatha. Whenever we will discuss detail in hamzatul wasl lesson. Whenever hamzatul wasl occurs at the beginning of a word and immediately following is a lam sukun, then understand that the hamzatul wasl, if you are beginning with the verse and if you're beginning reading from hamzatul wasl, you read it as if it has a fatha on it. So this is how you would spell this out. Hamza fatha lam sukun al, jim fatha ja, al ja, واو فتحة ألف سكون و الجوا را كسرة لام سكون رل الجوارل كاف ضمة نون سكون كن الجوارل كن نون فتحة الجوارل كن سين كسرة سي الجوارل كنسي. Now the reason this noon is in red is because it's reminding you to do gunna, which is to hold the noon in your nose a little bit. If you want, you can rewind the video and see how I'm doing it. But these two words I am combining, and in this case I am skipping hamzatul wasl. Just a second ago, bil khunnasil jawaril kunnasi. This, in the previous example, I stopped at bil khunnasi and I began at al jawaril kunnas. Now, in this case, I'm combining jawar with al kunnas. If I wanted, I could have stopped here, al jawari, and then if I began at this hamzatul wasl, I would say hamza fatha lam sukun. It would be al kunnasi. You could do it both ways. We will discuss this in more detail in the hamzatul wasl lecture. Inshallah, I just want to give you that. Now, this is the fun one. If you obviously, most of you should have Surah Al-Fatiha memorized. You should know that this is اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Now, why do you think this Hamzatul Wasl gets a kasra instead of a fatha? This is another rule we will cover when we will go over the Hamzatul Wasl lesson. If Hamzatul Wasl occurs at the beginning of a verse or at the beginning, you have to look at the if, and the second rule is the second letter immediately following the Hamzatul Wasl is not a lam. If it is a lam, it is always the Hamzatul Wasl gets a fatha. It is Hamza fatha lam sukun. So al, it's called the definite article in Arabic. But if that's not the case, then you have to look at the third letter. You have to look at the third letter. And if the third letter has either a kasra or a dhamma, then the Hamzatul Wasl begins with a kasra. So this is how we would start this one. Hamza kasra ha sukun ih dal kasra di ihdi ihdi. Now this is a homework for you. I'm not going to do this one. I'm going to dedicate entire series of videos on Surah Al-Fatiha when we are finished with most of the rules, because Surah Al-Fatiha is the most important surah in the Quran. It is the surah that you will learn or you must know in order to perform your daily prayer. And without your daily prayer, come on. Without daily prayer, there's no Islam. So you should be, I will be and should be dedicating entire video series to just Surah Al-Fatiha, which I will do. But as homework, what I want you to do is I want you to try to do this last part on your own. I will give you a quick recitation of this last part. This last part is اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. See if you can pronounce this whole, spell this whole thing out and pronounce it out yourself. And if you can't, if you're having trouble, find someone, can't emphasize that enough, find someone in your local masjids, find someone who knows how to do this and sit with them. You need teachers. So that's it for today. This is the end of lesson 13 in Qaida Noorania. We are approaching almost the end of Qaida Noorania. We only have a few pages to go, but we are not done with the shadda videos. We are going to do additional examples of the shadda. Inshallah, in the upcoming video, look for the examples video for the shadda in an upcoming video. After that, this is, I believe, the fourth or maybe the third video, I'm not sure, related to shadda, and I think I will do maybe one or two more, and that will take us to the end of the shadda. And inshallah, we will do separate videos of Qaida Noorania that will take us to the end of Qaida Noorania. Qaida Noorania is an excellent book. I will create an entire playlist for you to watch and learn just along Qaida Noorania. You could download the pages yourself and follow along. This is a very important beginner's book for anybody who wants to learn to read the Quran. Jazakallah khair for watching. Inshallah, I will see you next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.